What a beautiful people. And welcome back to this love healing journey. This will be the final um episode, I guess. I can say episode. In the self love, cleaning house series. This is where we wanna go. So let me try to this in my mind, right? In my mind this is how it worked, right? So I just gave four different series on healing the body, the mind, the soul, and now this is going to be the spirit. That's four different series. And along this whole journey of what I want to do on my TikTok and possibly go back to YouTube, I'm not sure yet. On my TikTok, along the way, we're going to dive deeper in different examples and things that come to me, and it all is going to coincide with healing to get to this point, the final point, which is the goal, and that's to walk into the spirit. Just, you know what, we'll just ride this wave, okay? So to walk in the spirit, you walk in love, you walk in purpose, and you walk in meaning. When you walk in love, you not only love yourself, but you love everyone, because you've done the work within yourself. You know that the person who you're battling is nowhere outside of yourself, because you know everything that's happened has happened for you, which go inside with purpose. But you love the beautifully flawed person that somebody is. It's easy to forgive them because you know the process of when you're trying to heal, trying to be better, trying to grow. When you was broken, how you reacted, how you acted, period, how you was lost in a sauce. And then you know the process of healing yourself and getting clean. So when you see somebody who's quote unquote attacking you, who's not on your level, or you just see anybody, you love them because you know, one, God loves them, and that they're only human. They're only human. It's only a person. And when you walk into spirit, you also realize purpose. Purpose, as in, you know that your time here is so much valuable. So you're going to be more cautious with it. You're going to try to make the time that you have here so worth it. Like, you're going to do what you need to do to make to know that you were here, in my Beyonce voice. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to do that. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so let's go back to part two. Go to part two. You know. Welcome back to part two of Cleaning House series, The Spirit. So you're gonna walk in. When you walk into the spirit, you're walking in love. You're walking in purpose. Now that you know what you're living for, and you're actively trying to be that for the world, living for something bigger than yourself, purpose. You also find meaning, like your why. Because walking in purpose is one thing, but knowing why you walk in purpose is another thing. Like me, I do a lot of the self-work and self-care and healing and growing, not just for you all, but for the people within my bloodline. Like, I don't got no kids yet, but whenever I do have kids, whenever they grow, kind of like the Serena Williams movie, right? The King Richard movie. And when they got to the point where she was about to go to this next chapter, break through this guy's ceiling, and Will Smith, Richard, was like, I'm afraid. I've been afraid all my life because my father couldn't protect me, and I'm afraid if you go through these doors, I won't be able to protect you. Type stuff. Like, that was real ass moment, because that's a fact. So I grow through a lot of things. So whenever I do have kids, whenever they're growing, I can walk that walk with them and give them advice. And I'm not going to tell them too much, because at the end of the day, this is everybody's life. Like, people have to figure it out. You can't always just tell people things, because it won't register. Life is an experience. They have to actually experience it to really get it. But I also do that for my sisters and my nieces and nephews. Like, I find my meaning in standing in the gap for them and myself as well, because it feels good when I go to sleep and like, you know what, I gave my best, my very best today. I made somebody feel alive. I've done something. I've taken another step. That makes sense. But when you walk into the spirit, you're walking into your true self, who God created you to be. I don't know about y'all, but I want to hear well done, okay? No, seriously. No, seriously. I want to be, I don't want to live a half-butt life. I want to live my absolute best life. And in order for me to do that, especially as a beautiful chocolate lady, spirit is where I find my truth. That's where I found me, for real. And I have that direct connection. Y'all tracking? Let's go to part 3, and welcome back to part 3 of Clean House the Spirit. I'm manifesting this TV show while trying to live in this timeline at the same time. And baby, let me tell you. Anywho, the goal is, after all the cleaning and finding the answers that you should have, you should be able to stand tall and look yourself in the mirror no matter what, because you know who you are. I feel like I read that like very disgustingly, but when you get, my goal is, and I know this is where I am too, but my goal is, through this video, I want to help you understand is, once you get into that spirit and you've done all the cleaning, you know you're home. Ooh, my grandmother used to burn me up with this, okay? I would pick something up and move it, and she'd be walking and she'd be like, something was right here. It's gone. It's missing. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't forget. It was just something, I didn't forget. But because I was in her home, and she knew where she puts everything in her home, she knew something was missing. I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Sorry, Grandma, because I know you watch it. But I got lost. Because she knew where everything was in her home, and she knows. That's it. Because she knows. If somebody else came into the house, she knew when something was wrong, something was off, something was missing, something was moved. My goal is to, when we walk into the spirit and get to this place of knowing and done all the cleaning and put everything in their rightful places, no one can ever tell you who you are. No one can ever tell you who you are and who you cannot be, because you know who you are. You already know who you are right now, even when you're lost. Let me be honest, because what I'm doing right now, literally, I've always done this, always been doing this, and I've been making my way to get myself here. So now I can walk into a room with my head held high, shoulders back, because I know who I am. I've done the work. The only enemy we have in this world is ourselves. And once we face the man in the mirror, shout out to Michael Jackson, because he's that guy. And I say he's because his spirit still lives on. Yeah. But no one can tell me who I am. You can't try to fight me or attack me, because it's too much peace in here. I know me. Part 4. I see you there. Welcome back to part 4 of Clearing House Soul Spirit Edition. But pause for the cause. Let me just tell y'all how, because I was talking mad stuff, that the video that I had made at the beginning of the week, it was a 10-minute video, because for some reason they had the 10-minute setting, and I was going, which is probably why my stuff deleted. But I was talking mad stuff about how I did it in one whop, and it was so good, it was so easily spoken. But now that I'm doing it again, and today, it's going more in depth. I feel like it's right. That's a word, period. So let's get back into it. Yeah. So when you're walking into the spirit, the goal is to get you to a place where you're no longer afraid of you. A lot of times, a lot of the battles we're fighting outside of ourselves is because we're afraid to face ourselves. But if we face ourselves and do the work within ourselves and get to know ourselves and build a relationship with ourselves and build a relationship with God and let Him show you how much He really loves us and all this other good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And how y'all really locked in and how you're really little G out here. you face all the dark places. You shine a light in the room where you're not afraid if is that a coat hanger or is that a boogie monster? Do I gotta throw hands or can I relax? Like, what season am I in? And you're gonna be aligned with that. Once you've checked for all the monsters and you see there's no monster, you kind of see there never really was a monster. Well, it was okay. I'm treading on that one. But yeah, tread lightly, goddamn. But when you walk in the spirit, you find your strength. When you clean and focus and you have that direct connection with God, like I said, you hear the truth of who you are, and you know all those battles is for him to fight, and he got you. So if you are going through spiritual warfare, because that's all it is. It's spiritual warfare, to challenge your spirit, to fight your spirit, for you to be better. But sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, we fall short. But in these battles, you know that God has us, so we won't be afraid. So it'll give that encouragement to keep going, you know. It's really a beautiful thing. It's a process. It's, girl. Anywho, life gets much easier once you find God in your spirit. Once you understand the characteristics of God and find that within yourself and see the truth within it all, because that's all we're looking for. We're all looking for truth. And he's the truth and the light. He is the spirit. And once you align and connect and open up and find that within yourself, I see you in part 5. Yeah, okay. My video deleted again. I might be the problem. And y'all know I'm never afraid to say I'm the problem. But welcome back to part 5 of this cleaning the house series. This is the last one, the last part. That's all that. And we're on the spirit. Basically, the last video that I made before it got deleted. Life gets so much easier once you find you and God in your spirit. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. But it helps to see how life works. Easier to see the patterns of life, to see what God has for you and how through everything He's always been there for you. Opens your eyes and open your heart to the possibility. This is the goal. That made me think about writing poems again. I've been talking about it, but let me focus. But yeah, this is my whole purpose of these videos, so we can all find ourselves in the spirit again, and to walk in truth and light, so we can light up every dark corner, and realize that we're gonna be okay. We just gotta continue to yeah, just trust, have faith, all that stuff. And once you realize that, roll your boat gently down the stream, merrily, life is but a dream. Once you realize that it's literally up and down, just like you on a boat. I'm in the freaking Navy. Just like when the wave will go up and it will come back down again. And once you're down, it will go back up again. And once you realize those are the hills of life, and you're trusting in the spirit that you're walking with, you realize that life is but a dream. Yeah. So I pray you all enjoyed this first series. Yeah, and I can't wait to see you next Freedom Friday for the next video. It's not a series though. I don't think I have another series yet. It's just gonna be a couple other things. But I hope you come back. I hope you've learned something. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Let's continue to heal and grow and be great and be all that we were destined, designed, and created to be. I love you and God loves you. And until next time, peace and love.